Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. We ready to rock and roll. We said we were going to be doing a live show. We asked you guys in the comments, and everybody was like, let's do a live show. Then there was a lot of murmurs that a possible commitment could happen, and crystal ball came flying out, and I was like, it's a good time, better than ever, to then do a live show on some more positive news. And then right before we were going to go live, Joey Slackman said, hold my beer. Let's go, boys and girls. Go Gators. Big time commit there from the transfer portal, Joey Slackman. We'll get into that in just a moment. Then another crystal ball, another maybe the possible family reunion could be happening with the Florida Gators from this transfer portal. Then we're going to talk all things recruiting, some things kind of breaking down on the Twitter timeline a little bit on a little possibility of some breaking some news. But happy to have all of you here. Happy Sunday. My Jags out here just getting absolutely walloped right now against the Baltimore Ravens. Look like the Florida Gators, honestly, on defense. So happy to have you. Good to see you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, too, some awesome news here at High Top Sports. We just eclipsed 19,000, boys. 19,000. Can you believe that? 19,000 idiots sub to this show. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Hey, you're one of them, so. Welcome to the family, boys and girls. And it looks like Christian just became a member while we were on the show. So, feeling pretty good. Gravy and Biscuits, LFG, I love it. Daniel Thornton, Bashay Glenn Jackson, Nicholas Whitner, I believe, Sean, Rob Little, Daddy, hey, what's up, Daddy? Carlos Webb, Justin White, Jeremy Florida, what's up, Mr. Stephen Harris, High Top Sports Recruiting, just passed 1,000 on that channel over there, boys. We're cooking. I mean, which way you want to look, High Top Sports is just humming right now. Mega Militia, Charles Cravers. How you doing? Chad Hayes. There we go. Welcome to the show, boys and girls. Muddy Water. How you doing, big guy? Good to see you. All right, boys and girls. Let's get in it. Let's go. Thank you again for everybody who subscribed. Mr. Stephen Harris, congrats. Thank you, Rob C., Ben Forbes. Let's go, boys and girls. So Joey Slackman, defensive line out of Penn. We got a smart one here, boys and girls. Okay, Ivy League type. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Take a look at these stats here. Top tier defensive lineman we just landed here. Let me go ahead and read this from you from a Nick Delatorre article. Big time stuff. Slackman registered 50 tackles, including 12 behind the line of scrimmage and 4 sacks with 1 pass-up breakup this season. His 90-point overall rating, which you guys see right there, led all FCS defensive tackles, as did his 92.8 run defense rating. He posted 18 pressures of pass rusher and tied for 36th among FCF interior defensive linemen. He had offers from Northwestern, Michigan, Washington, USC, Mizzou, Arizona, Colorado, Washington, Oregon State, Miami, Louisville, everybody. The whole kit and caboodle there. So big time pickup to add to this defensive line. Now let's take a minute and let's have some positivity here. Okay, let's woo-saw a little bit. If we're thinking, okay, who does Joey Slackman replace on this defensive line? Well, we've had Princely leave, okay, but he's not replacing that. But we've had Chris McClellan leave, so we just swapped out Chris McClellan for a Joey Slackman. Look, nothing against Chris McClellan, but for this next year coming in, love the swap. To me, it's an even swap. Not an even swap, but I would say an upgrade in the sense of what Joey Slackman can bring to the table. Take a look what this defense line is going to look like going into next year. Yeah, Kelby Collins headed into his second year. TJ Searcy, we saw what he was able to do. We keep forgetting. Justice Boone, also coming off the edge. Out all year last year. He'll be back, ready to rock and roll, okay? Alongside Cam Jackson, alongside Big Dez, now alongside a Joey Slackman, alongside Brian Taylor, who we just scooped up out of the JUCO portal as well. So everybody was panicking, freaking out. All of a sudden, this team's starting to come together. Joey Slackman also committing with not a defensive line. So everybody who panicked, defensive line coach. So everybody who was panicking about that one kid out of the transfer portal, that JUCO kid, saying there's no defensive lineman. I don't want to go there. We land this guy instead. So I'll take it. I also, from what I've been reading, apparently he met what was supposed to be the defensive line coach. That has somewhat possibly may have fell through. Still wanted to be a Florida Gator. Went ahead and said, hey, I believe in the vision. I believe what we talked about. Let's make this happen. Let's become a Florida Gator and let's rock and roll. So gotta love somebody who's committed and bought in to that. But again, look at this data here. What I just read off to you too, leading the way in most damn near everything. But Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So defensive grade 90.9, and obviously he's gotten tremendously better year over year. I think he's dealing with an injury currently, right? So I think that's something that's happening at the moment. I think he's got a forearm, possibly a bicep injury, I believe is what's holding him back. But all in all, get that thing healed up, ready to rock and roll, and into our health and conditioning program. I'll leave that at that. But look, I love this. I love this pickup here. I think this is a big one here. I would love to have a combination of DeAndre Jules alongside this, but LG McCray. Forgot about LG McCray. It looks like Amaris Williams is damn near gone, so we're not going to add him to that defensive line. But like I said, I was taking a actually look at the scholarship chart here just a moment ago for the Florida Gators to kind of see, what's happening, what we're looking like here. So let me take a look at this defensive line one last time. I know we just iterated it, but let me just go over that. So got Scooby Williams. He's still part of the football team. Princely, he's gone. Jack Pyburn, he'll be going into his junior year. Another big one. Obviously, we saw the great things he was able to come in and do. TJ Searcy, Quincy Ivory. That's a 6'5", 255 edge that we've got for 3-star for this current year. Actually, no, that was for last year. Apologies. Let me go to 2004 to see the new recruits. So defensive lineman, we've got Michael Barora, who just recommitted after decommitting alongside LJ McCray and alongside Brian Taylor, because it does look like Amaris Williams will be decommitting. And then we still have Cameron James, who was a 4-star last year, alongside Kelby Collins, alongside Gavin Hill, who also didn't see much of him last year, but he was a 4-star coming out. So defensive line looks fairly healthy, to be honest with you, even with the noise of possible guys leaving. Again, Justice Boone will be back. Tyreek Sapp, we know the energy that he brings. Caleb Banks, not necessarily the biggest year for Caleb Banks, but all in all of a sudden that defensive line, again, does not seem too crazy. Linebacker room, I'm really excited about, because Shamar James, look, he'll be coming back. Then we've got Miles Graham, Aaron Childs. Adarius Hayes seems to be a big question mark right now, but all of a sudden, again, that front seven starting to really work its way around. Would love to see possibly a big cornerback and safety. Hopefully we can keep Xavier locked in, because that would just make things a lot healthier. Google Xavier flips, X flips. Only because you asked politely. I'm assuming I need to type in Xavier. I was going to talk about that in a minute. Oh, wow. Wow, look at this. All right. I got to show you this guy here on my screen here, boys and girls. There are 355 people in here real quick. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. But take a look at Xavier. I just typed in Xavier Filsame flips. Do you guys see what that first article says? Somebody broke the news a little too soon. This could be good news for us. Somebody goes out there and Miles Fulton flip to Texas. Stop. Jesus. Stop. This has been written by Matt Galatizin. I believe I pronounced that correctly. The Texas Longhorns are on a roll. Not only are they way to college football playoff, they're winning Big 12. After a big visit this weekend, that continued on Sunday night with the Horns flipping 5-star safety Xavier Filsame from the Florida Gators. Now, that obviously has not been public knowledge, but this young man from Fan Nation Longhorns Country decided to drop the ball a little bit early. It was tweeted out. People were tweeting it. It seems that this hasn't been taken down yet from this site. So very interesting there that this has been written. Again, this news has not been broken. So we could almost expect him to be gone by this being already released, but it could also be a positive, right? In the sense that maybe Xavier's like, "What's up, guys? You guys try to ruin my day? Screw it. Back to Florida. Back to Florida." I'm in a weird place right now with those recruits. Darius Hayes, Amaris Williams, and X. Amaris Williams seems all but gone, right? But X and Darius Hayes, I don't know. I feel like just with how things have been functioning, even with the Joey Slackman, it's been very quiet, and things are kind of just been popping. It feels like things are back on the control, I believe, in Florida versus it being let out, right? We hear there's some good things coming, but nobody really knows what's going on, which, again, I appreciate. I think it's better that way. So we'll see. We'll continue to keep our eye on how that is operating with those recruits. We will be doing probably some live shows and a ton of live shows on our recruiting channel and on here on Wednesday, as it is National Signing Day. So it should be a big time day. Now, I do want you guys to take a look at this. Triquez Bridges just got a crystal ball. Let's take a look at that, because he was supposed to be committing sometime today. But before I go into that, this is why I'm glad we're doing a live show. Glad you guys are all here. because we haven't done one of these since Wednesday, and we usually kind of like to pop one every now and then to kind of see how the people are feeling. Over 400 people in here. Again, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And again, we just hit 19,000 subs for everybody that just joined us. But Michael Tarquin, he played for us with Anthony Richardson, then transferred to USC. Now he's projected to land back at Florida. I love this. I was excited when we sent him an offer. Some people kind of gave me a little bit of flack, but I think it's a great addition to the offensive tackle side of football, alongside of the young man we just got from San Diego State. So now all of a sudden, again, the O-line is starting to look a little bit thicker, starting to look a little bit healthier. A guy that we played with, who Billy and Rob Sell have coached before. If you take a look, let me go ahead and share my screen here just for a quick second to show you what he did over, this is his PFF rating. So look at over the last 17 years he's been in college. Look what his best year was, his year at Florida. Now, a lot of people will credit that to the fact that Anthony Richardson made that offensive line look a lot better due to his ability to run. But all in all, was one of his better years, not a bad year. And look at Caleb Williams last year. So it wasn't like he went from Anthony Richardson to a slouch. He had a hell of a quarterback. I mean, at one point, a Heisman leading candidate for a quarterback. And look, had a little bit of a down year. Interesting to see him back in the transfer portal, but I think this would be a good remarriage, in my opinion, if we're able to get him alongside Austin Barber and the San Diego kid. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He's new to the family, so cut me some slack there. But I love this. If this is able to happen, all of a sudden I'm really excited on where things are starting to head. Bridges is committing tomorrow night. Okay, fantastic. Let's take a look at, let me go ahead and see here. Bridges. Let's see if a crystal ball is placed in for him. Wow. Think this just popped, boys. 724 popped an hour ago from Blake Alderman. So now all of a sudden, when everybody was panicking here, okay, we got 2 today, and we've got 2 that we're leading the way on, and Michael Tarquin and Triquez Bridges. Cornerback room, we all are aware of the need in that room, okay? We can all agree on that. And I think we're really excited. He did a lot of great things at Oregon while he was there. So this would be a very healthy addition, in my opinion, to the team alongside what's already there. Devin Moore showed some strides last year. Sharif Denson didn't get much time playing, but he started to play more as the year went on. Obviously, Jordan Castell playing that safety position on top of the cornerback class that is coming in as well. Let's take a look real quick at the cornerback room. Jason Marshall, we'll see if he stays. Maybe he stays. That'll be an interesting one to look at. But Aaron Gates, didn't see much of him. Dejon Johnson, didn't see much of him. Jakeem Jackson, obviously, he started to show some signs. So, look, you got Devin Moore, Jakeem Jackson, Jason Marshall, alongside Triquez Bridges. You guys see that I'm ignoring Jalen Kimber there. Sharif Denson. So, a lot of talent in that cornerback room, especially if we're still able to hang on to Xavier Filsaime. And I know he has a safety, but they've got him labeled as a cornerback right now. And I know there's a lot of noise for Gregory Smith, who's cornerback/safety. A lot of noise for Zay Mincy, cornerback/safety. So, look, guys, everybody was panicking when we had 17 out and only 0 back in. But when you start piecing this thing together, right, it's like, all right, little woosah. It's not, the thing's not on fire as much as we want to believe that it is. It's on fire. Savio Fleming, I think Williams is trolling Auburn. You know, as crazy as that sounds, that's where I'm like, it's like blatantly disrespectful if that's the case to Florida, right? Or it's just a massive troll, which I would love. I don't know though. It just feels like how blatant it is, right? That it could be just a big troll. Not likely, but it feels like it could be. Triquez, are you guys asking me, am I saying it correctly? Look at this. Steven said, I told you all to hold on. Over 500 people in here, guys. Let's get over 100 likes. Come on, let's get there, boys and girls. Brandon Crenshaw Dickerson. Thank you, Mega Militia. Appreciate it. Let's see what else we got. We getting him? Is Kimber gone? Please say yes. Kimber is still there. Bridges can play safety. Big time stuff. Hey, Stephen Harris. Isaiah Williams. One of your guys. Can you give us some insight on that? Visiting Texas A&M. Should we be worried? Let me know down in the comments. A little something maybe. Should we be concerned? Just let me know. Me too. And we got to chill in the comments. Let's see here. Oh, Wisconsin wide receiver. Should we look him up? What's his first name? He was another one that I know. I played alongside. What's his name? Graham Mertz. So could be another big addition as well. So he would become my favorite player if it is a troll drop. You're telling me. I would love me some Amaris Williams if he's the way he's been handling his business. If it is just a massive troll, I would be ecstatic. So just take a look at Twitter here, make sure nothing's popping. Because look, sometimes when old Billy gets it rolling, let's rock. He said, "Hey man, let that man have some fun." That's what I thought. That's what I'm just. I gotta just check. Appreciate you. Let me know. Let's see here. Hollywood's crystal ball to USF. Good stuff. Oh, we just doink a field goal? Sure did. Fantastic. We need to go after AJ Harris again. And that's another thing why it's hard for me, because of the transfer portal, for us to be so worked up about this Xavier and Amaris and all these guys possibly flipping. Like, it's frustrating. Don't get it twisted. But I think if any of this transfer portal's taught us anything, it's like, look how many people we lost to last year. AJ Harris being one of those guys, a cornerback that committed to Georgia. Literally the next year is in the transfer portal. Literally the next year. So, I mean, I'm not saying X and these guys are going to have that ability, but sometimes, like, look, if you need to go think that's the way, and maybe have a wake up call and say, hey, like, you're welcome back here. Let's do some business. We'll see. I'm just again, I'm not as worked up about it as once were. Let's look up Shamir Dyke, I believe is how it's. See if he has any crystal balls in as well while we're sitting here. Nothing for him on 247. Let's see if they've got anything on him on 3. They sometimes will have like little percentages on where these guys are headed. So let's take a look. Nothing for him yet either. Very interesting. Look, I would like this pickup just given the fact that he did play with Graham Mertz, giving them another a senior position, a senior role in that wide receiver position, kind of like a Ricky Pearsall. Obviously, nobody's Ricky Pearsall. I know that, but my point of being is, kind of has that presence, somebody that he's comfortable with throwing to. ETN jerseys for sale cheap. Man, it's gonna be a fun game next year, man. And that's what's crazy too. Like, I saw Princey's out here tweeting, talking about like Lane's cooking and stuff. I was like, you never tweeted like that about Billy, bro. What's up? It's weird, man. I was thinking too. I was like, dude, Princey going to play for Lane, like the two Twitter, drama queens. It's a perfect fit, honestly. Perfect fit. Yeah, look, man, it's better for them to hold for us until after the transfer day, because we don't want nobody jumping ship afraid of competition. That's something, too, I think people are overlooking that some schools don't care about. Obviously, Ole Miss doesn't care about that. They have 15 quarterbacks. And so I think some of those people on that staff are going, what the hell is going on? Because that is something that they have to navigate through on, if I do go out and get somebody, could I scare somebody off? Could I push somebody through or push somebody out the transfer portal because of it? So it's a fine thing to be managing. Yeah, LJ McCray, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I think he's good to go. I don't think we got to worry about LJ going. Brandon Elliott, are you saying LJ's gone? I don't think LJ's going anywhere. Anywhere on the D-line, coach? I haven't heard anything, man. I have not heard anything. Really haven't. And it's kind of weird. It's interesting to me that we haven't heard of anything yet. That's the only head scratcher that I have. The rest of how things been operating, us moving through the portal, look, I expect us to move a certain way, just like the rest of us do. We're looking at other teams doing certain things, but when you start to see it piece together, it's like, okay, like let's not overreact just yet, right? We don't need to necessarily go out and get 15 guys in the transfer portal, maybe 6, 7, yeah. And now this could be Joey Slackman and the young man from San Diego, Brandon. That's 2 now, right? So there's 2. Let's get 4 more. Looks like we're crystal ball for Bridges. There's 3. Mark Tarquin. There's 4. Okay, so we need about 4 more, right? 4 more guys. And so we're overreacting probably a little bit, and I think that's kind of how Florida is right now. And look, some of the days I'm preaching is the perception. The perception is right now it's not doing well in Florida, but I genuinely just believe that from what I'm hearing, things are being a lot hush-hush. Even Dave was like, yeah, I'm hearing that we're possibly getting commit tonight, but nobody will tell me who it is. And Dave's usually pretty in the know-how of who's going on and who's moving where. So he called me a couple hours ago and was like, yeah, we're more likely getting someone else tonight. He didn't know who it was. I didn't know who it was. Nobody really knew. So that was kind of why I knew we were going to do a live show. I just didn't know when, where, how we were going to get there. And so I like it. Like I said, I actually genuinely enjoy that. So it's nice to see things moving quietly. As for Mincy, he's not doing anything until January or February. So I wouldn't even worry about what's going on with him right now. Wouldn't even get caught up with him right now. Matthew Walker, Honest in Sports. I think Darius Hayes is flipping to Miami. Let's take a look. Let's see if they've got anything for him on 3 or 247. Yeah? Let's see if they put in a little crystal ball if they're feeling any kind of way. So no crystal balls. This is old, so I'm not going to take anything in consideration on that. But let's take a look at on 3 because they've been talking about it hot and heavy. They love the downfall of Florida. They haven't even submitted a flip yet, which is very interesting. Something I kind of keep an eye on. You know, they didn't have people have it for some players when they talked about it for a little bit, but nobody feels confident enough to put in a crystal ball. Even Gabby Urita, whatever, from 247 who works at Miami, nobody's put in a crystal ball for him yet. Now, if you go to Xavier, right, he has a crystal ball on both sides, I believe. Let's take a look at on 3. Yeah, this thing is just damn near solidified now. It was sitting around like the 40s and the 60s and the 70s, and now it's up to 96. So they feel like he is, see you later, alligator, wouldn't want to be ya. Wouldn't want to be. And 247 has also put one in. Whew, brutal. Brutal. And he's been Wilt Funked as of yesterday. So, and Alderman, who's a Florida guy. So that one's tough. That one's tough to see. Tough to watch there, boys. Not gonna lie. But like I said, pick up, move on. It is what it is. Keep it moving. We'll see how it goes. Zipperer, Mincy commit tonight? No, Mincy's not committing tonight. Women's basketball did kick ass. Is it true that Hayes ghosted you of coaches and in-home visit? Yeah, that was kind of the rumor. That was not to say rumor, but the noise going around that we were supposed to be visiting him, and he ended up going to Miami, which a little disrespectful if that's kind of how it played out, right? You're showing up, knocking on the door, and he ain't even there. That's an issue. That's an issue. Yeah, UF ladies basketball put it to Georgia's basketball today. I love that. Any word on the new offensive coordinator? No, haven't heard any word on that. I think any other offensive changes due to the fact that Mark Hawk, Rob Sale, and those guys, they're what's the word I'm looking for? Their contract is set to expire at the end of January. I think there might be some more noise into January for a few of those names on top of a possible hire. That's my thought. That's my prediction. I don't think anything happens before the end of the year. So don't think that anything's going wrong or don't panic. I wouldn't worry. I do want to read this, though. Let me go back to here real quick. I do want to read. Sorley sent me this. DJ Lagway said this. You just have to trust Coach Napier. He's got a really good plan. I can't wait. I don't see anyone else I can play for. I am just excited to play for him. This is DJ Lagway, who we all know what he was able to do. We've seen a multitude of interviews. We've had him on the show. We've seen just their family and how they operate, how they function. They're just a genuinely just great family that want the best for their son, want their family to be successful. Don't forget, his father played at Baylor University. So this isn't like they're new to this. It's like their family's new to this process of college football or just being in college athletics. Now, obviously, it's a little bit different with NIL, but my reason for mentioning all those things is that, and Sorley and I have been talking about it, is somebody like that, a DJ Lagway, that's thought this process through, that's really, has a great head on his shoulders, is completely bought in and sold on the process that Billy has spoke to him. And I think that speaks volumes. When you got somebody like that, that's like, look, I believe in this fully 110%. I want to see this through. And I'm seeing everything that's happening. I'm watching everything unfold. I think we've got to have a little belief. We love DJ Lagway. We're excited about him. Well, that guy believes in Billy Napier. And if we believe in DJ Lagway, I think we should believe in the guy that he believed in as well. And I know some people are frustrated and mad and want Billy to go and all these things, but that to me is something that we have to kind of focus on while we can. I did see that DJ Lagway liked Xavier Filsmay's post of him in his horns gear. So We'll see. Yeah, Xavier 3 p.m. We'll be live because Miles Graham signed at 3. Xavier signed at 3. We'll definitely be live for that on Wednesday. So if you guys are able to look, Wednesday's going to be great. Wednesday's going to be a busy day because we'll have our show at 8:35 and then we'll have shows throughout the day going back and forth about what's happening. So we'll see how it all plays out. Should be a good one, boys. Should be a good day. Almost 600 people in here, boys and girls. Again, be sure to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you guys are enjoying the content, we just surpassed 19,000. Also, too, check out our High Top Sports recruiting page. Just surpassed 1,000 subs on that one. Cody's been crushing it over there. Cody the Professor. So that follows all things. That's all football. So just kind of, it's cool to watch the kids coming in, the talent that is coming into each school. Definitely something to kind of keep an eye on. Just, we all love college football. It's all we're all here. So look, boys, big time stuff. Again, Mr. Slackman. I'm going to pull this back up. Just committed here to the Florida Gators just moments ago. So we'll see. We will see how the rest of this transfer portal season works out, how it ends up playing out. We don't have much information at the moment, right? Checking Twitter, seeing if anything else is going to pop. It's a little late for Billy. I think he's past his bedtime of popping any more information, any more sunglass emojis. I think we're... Oop. Okay. I see somebody says three transfer commits in one night, but I think they're kind of leaning towards Bridges. But Bridges said Monday. So it looks like tomorrow when we have our show with Mr. Stephen Harris in Champs Corner, could be rolling into another one. Miles is committing on Tuesday. Okay. I saw it was at 3 o'clock. For some reason, I thought it was Wednesday. Thank you, Dr. Sib. Appreciate it. Don't care anymore whoever signs. I'll be cool with just coach better. Agree? When is LJ McCray supposed to sign? I believe he's supposed to sign Wednesday as well. Slackman starts, right? I mean, I think you would think, right? Unless the Young Bucks come in here and do the thing. Did you see the Philson May decommit tweet that On3 leaked? Yeah, we were just talking about it. I didn't see On3 leaked it. I saw someone else leaked it. I don't know who it was. But look, big time stuff today. All right, the Gators got better. We got better. I think the fan base simmered down a little bit, right? I think we got a little bit of a, hey, it's okay. We're all going to be okay. And we're all going to love one another. I tweeted at Joey. Say, hey, man, hop on. See if we get him on the show. We'll see. But all in all, great show as always, boys. Glad we did the live show. Glad it worked out that we were able to get a commit right before the show started. So I had to change the title a little bit because I said his favorite to land because the crystal ball comes in and then boom, he announces his commitment. So good time stuff, boys and girls. Almost 600 people in here and not 200 likes, which does hurt my feelings a little bit. Doesn't take much to like it, but I do appreciate all of you guys. Happy Sunday to you all. Be back here tomorrow. Should be another big day, it sounds like. We're going to have Stephen Harris on for Champs Corner, get his thoughts and opinions about how Billy's been moving thus far for this past week. We talked about it last week a little bit. He's saying stay calm, relax, we're moving the right way, and seems that we might be doing so. So you guys be good. Smash the like button, subscribe. You have a good night. Hey, go Jags, boys. Hopefully they can pull this thing off. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Yes, I'll be live most of the day Wednesday, so keep that bell turned on Wednesday.